There is a real misconception around fat. Now, some say that we should ditch the fat, and others say that we should add more. Well, let me first roll the intro. Hi, it's Fee here, the healthy vegan author and creator of the Gold Card Vegan website and club. Okay, let me just get one thing straight. We need fat. Fat is a source of essential fatty acids, which the body cannot make itself. So fat helps the body to absorb vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin E. So let me put this another way. These particular vitamins are fat soluble, meaning they can only be absorbed with the help of fats. Any fat that is not used by your body's cells or turned into energy is converted into body fat. And just so you know, unused carbohydrates and proteins are also converted into body fat. So what is deemed healthy fat? There are 4 major dietary fats in the foods that we eat, and they are saturated fats, trans fats, monounsaturated fats, and polyunsaturated fats. So let's just go through them. Monounsaturated fat, the best source of that one is avocados and nuts, and these are deemed to be good fats. Now, polyunsaturated fat, also a good fat, in fact a great fat, as it's an omega-3 fat and it's found in flax seeds, sunflower seeds, and in walnuts. Number 3, saturated fat is not so good for you. It's found primarily in meat and dairy, but also in oils such as palm and coconut oil. But topping off this fabulous 4 is the killer fat, and that's trans fat, found only in 2 places: hydrogenated oils and meat and dairy. Yep, the only place where trans fat is found in nature is in animals. Of course, the food industry did find a way to create a synthetic version of this trans fat using hydrogenation, and using it in foods as a way of giving the product a better shelf life. Science tells us that the safe daily limit of trans fat is 0. Yes, 0. So when you're doing the shopping, check the label and make sure it says 0 trans fat. It's now widely accepted that there is an association between fat and insulin resistance because of the accumulation of fat in places where it's not supposed to be. Saturated fat, found mostly in meat, dairy, and eggs, and dairy and poultry being the highest, causes insulin resistance in studies of diabetic patients. However, unsaturated fats found in foods like nuts and avocados improves insulin sensitivity. Now, when it comes to LDL cholesterol, that's the one to avoid. A study showed that people on a meat diet had high LDL. When switched to 100% vegetarian diet, it helped lower the LDL. But adding in some avocado, the LDL actually went down even further. Now, eating lots of oatmeal and oat bran as well as walnuts can see the numbers go down even more. Of course, that's eating whole plant foods. And studies showed avocado had the most beneficial effect. Now, no doubt you've heard that oil such as olive oil is good for you. Sorry to be such a killjoy, but it's not. Yes, if you take all animal products off your plate and you use olive oil as a source of fat, you will see some benefit. But it's the whole food that is the key. And remember, the oil has been extracted from the olive. Studies have shown that olive oil has some impairment to endothelial function, fairly similar to hamburger, fries, and cheesecake. I'm only picking out olive oil as the example. It applies to all oils. Now, olive oil may be better than other oils, but it still showed adverse effects. If you are seriously wanting to continue using oil, make sure that it is extra virgin oil and a good brand. The reason extra virgin does retain a smattering of the original olive. Remember though, it also impairs endothelial function. I think where the confusion has happened over olive oil is that the true Mediterranean style diet is touted as being extremely healthy, and they have a lot of oil. But science believes it is because this diet is also rich in whole grains and fruits, vegetables, legumes, and walnuts. Berries also play a part, as does balsamic vinegar. And animal foods are only eaten on very few occasions. Now, all these foods tend to negate the effect of the olive oil. If you want to know a little bit more about the Mediterranean diet, I've left a link below. You don't need much fat in your diet, but you do need it. And the best source is through nuts, seeds, and avocado. The recommended daily intake is 1/4 cup of nuts and seeds, or 2 tablespoons of nut or seed butter. And please note that coconut and chestnuts are not regarded as nuts, so don't include those. When it comes to avocado, try and limit yourself, and I know this is going to be really hard, to 1/4 of the avocado a day. Also, to get the full benefit of the fruit and get all the nutrients, you want to eat the dark green flesh part that is right next to the skin. So carefully peel the skin off or scrape the avocado from it. That's it for fat. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you got something from this video, please share it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe, clicking the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Remember to have great food, make it whole plant-based, and be compassionate to all animals, including humans. Bye for now.